Rudy Giuliani, former politician and current guy who appears on TV, is not going to back down from his verbal attacks against President Obama. On Thursday, at a fundraiser for Scott Walker, he said this: "I do not believe, and I know this is a horrible thing to say, but I do not believe that the president loves America. He doesn't love you, and he doesn't love me. He wasn't brought up the way you were brought up, and I was brought up through love of this country." Now, many people responded to that by saying that it was another in a string of extremely racist comments from the former mayor. He says some people thought it was racist. I thought that was a joke, since he was brought up by a white mother, a white grandfather, went to white schools, and most of this he learned from white people. This isn't racism. This is socialism, or possibly anti-colonialism. No, but that last thing you said there is also racism. When you were saying it was not racism, you made another racist comment there.
Pretty sure the schools you went to were integrated. I don't think they were white schools. I might be wrong, but I think we call them integrated now, yeah.
Yeah, and of course he even bungles that explanation. He says, this isn't racism, referring to what he said.
Yeah.
And then he says, this is socialism, anti-colonialism, meaning what he said is socialism.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he didn't mean that, but yeah, but he's again referring to Obama is from Kenya, so he's against colonialism. When did we become okay to be pro-colonialism?
We're a country that rebelled against our colonialism, right?
I mean, the whole revolution, the American Revolution, was against colonialism.
We're all anti-colonial. Who is
You know who was anti-colonial? George Washington,
Yes.
Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison and John Adams. These guys risked their lives to be anti-colonialists.
You know who was a colonialist? King George. He was a bit of a colonialist.
Yeah. You know what? It actually makes me think that perhaps Rudy Giuliani doesn't love this country like I do and like you do, Jimmy. And he might not even love me or Ben or John as much as, real Americans do.
Also, there's a great piece today in the New York Daily News written by Wayne Barrett, who I guess has written a book on.
Oh yeah, I read
Rudy.
this article.
Yeah, it's just worth bringing.
It shows you what a piece of shit Rudolph Giuliani is,
also,
right?
But he talks,
detailed.
What's the quote, John? The part about his family, sort of that. Or just go through some of that.
He was raised by a white mother, a white grandfather.
No, but he wasn't raised like you and me, right?
Yes, that's what he said. He wasn't raised like you and me. He wasn't raised to be a thrice divorced womanizer who uses the. Go ahead.
First wife was his cousin.
Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, second cousin, and then he got the church to annul it.
That's right.
Because she was his cousin.
Yes.
It didn't come as a surprise.
It's a true story.
Yeah, true story.
It's a true story.
Classy guy.
Classy guy.
But you know what? No, he was raised, but Giuliani is one of us. He was raised just like me.
Just like me.
Yeah. When I was growing up, they told me to fuck my cousin, and that because when I divorced her, I could easily get it annulled.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
It says here, Rudy may have forgotten the half dozen deferments he won ducking the Vietnam War. Again, he was raised right. Even getting the federal judge he was clerking for to write a letter creating a special exemption for him. Right, that's another thing. Rudy cited, let's talk about his father, Harold Giuliani.
Because it's the guy who raised him.
Yeah, he and 5 of Rudy's uncles, they all managed to avoid service in World War II. Harold, his father, was able to avoid the service in World War II because he was a felon, because he robbed a milkman in Harlem.
With a gun.
With a gun. And then
a thug from Harlem.
A thug from Harlem, yeah. And then wrote and then used the fact that it was in fact that he was a felon to get out of service.
To get out of service.
In World War II.
He told the draft board that he was a felon.
Really.
Just like Obama's grandfather avoided. Oh no, that's right. They liberated Buchenwald.
Yeah.
Obama's family.
Obama's family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I love this idea that Giuliani and all other conservatives cannot, by definition, be racist against Obama because Obama's mom was white. So that's it. And I can say anything I want about him. He can say anything he wants. He can call him the N-word. He can call him anything and say, no, it's okay. I can't be racist because his mom is white.
Now, he did appear on Fox News to double down on this assertion, and then we have a little surprise find of J.R. Jackson that we'll show afterward.
I'm not questioning his patriotism. He's a patriot, I'm sure. What I'm saying is that in his rhetoric, I very rarely hear him say the things that I used to hear Ronald Reagan say, the things I used to hear Bill Clinton say about how much he loves America. I do hear him criticize America much more often than other American presidents. And when it's not in the context of an overwhelming number of statements about the exceptionalism of America, it sounds like he's more of a critic than he is a supporter.
Yeah, so he is just waiting to hear Obama, in his rhetoric, actually talk about how much he loves America. So let's roll this montage.
I love this country, and so do you.
I am really optimistic about America.
America will remain the anchor of strong alliances in every corner of the globe. No one has a greater stake in a peaceful world than its most powerful nation.
Our economy is stronger than just about anybody's. Our energy production is better than just about anybody's.
My father got a scholarship to study in a magical place, America, that shone as a beacon of freedom and opportunity to so many who had come before.
Our young people are just incredibly talented and gifted.
America is a place where all things are possible. In no other country on earth is my story even possible. The son of a single mom can be president of the greatest nation on earth. A nation that triumphed over fascism and depression. A nation where the most innovative businesses turned out the world's best products.
Our businesses have the strongest balance sheets that they've had in decades.
This nation is great because we built it together. But I believe America is exceptional. This nation is great because we worked as a team. I believe in American exceptionalism with every fiber of my being. This nation is great because we get each other's backs. What makes America exceptional are the bonds that hold together the most diverse nation on earth.
Part of the reason I love campaigning is you travel around the country, folks are just good.
The United States has been one of the greatest sources of progress that the world has ever known. Then I remain confident that the future still looks brighter than the past, and that the best days for this country we love are still ahead.
We have all the best cards relative to every other country on earth.
Love and charity and duty and patriotism, that's what makes America great. We will continue our journey forward and remind the world just why it is that we live in the greatest nation on earth. Thank you, America. God bless you.
I hope Giuliani was watching.
Yeah, but what exactly did he mean by greatest nation on earth?
Yeah.
So,
In the universe, hello.
can I just say, Giuliani said no doubt he's a patriot, but he doesn't love the country. So if you go to the dictionary, the definition of a patriot, are you ready for this? The definition of a patriot, a person who loves, supports, or defends his or her country.
Yeah.
So I think he's a patriot, but he doesn't love the country. That's like, you can't be, he's a tall guy, but he's short for a tall guy.